Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a makeup look on the makeup look I am wearing right now. It is featuring the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And everything is basically higher end. I don't think I used any drugstore products in this particular video, but if you want to see other videos using more drugstore, definitely let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start, just using the Becca First Light priming filter to prime my face. I really like this because it adds some glow to the skin, and since my skin is more dry, things can look really flat when I do my makeup, so I like to put this on, and it smells really good. It smells like lemons, which is awesome. Actually, it kind of reminds me of the lemon candle from Bath & Body Works, so I'm all about that. I love lemon scents. It's so fresh and nice, and I almost feel like it kind of counteracts a little bit of the redness. Also, Hunter's playing in my makeup brushes in the bathroom right over there, so if you hear him, I'm sorry, but he's just playing, and that's better than pulling on the tripod. So for my foundation, I am using one that I actually really like, but I haven't used in a really long time. This is the Tarte Clay Stick Foundation, and I have this in the shade Medium Sand. Usually I use this when I'm more like self-tan, so it might not be the perfect shade, but we'll make it work. So I'm just going to apply this. I really like this because it's really creamy. It's not like really stiff and like dry feeling. If you have more oily skin, I don't know if you would like this because it feels a lot more like hydrating, but if you have dry skin like me, you might really like it. So I'm just going in with a beauty blender to blend it all out. And I know a lot of people say like they prefer a brush when they're applying a stick foundation, but oh yeah, this is for sure my self-tan shade. But because this formula of the stick is so like creamy and nice, like you can easily, like you can see how easily I am able to blend it out with just the beauty blender. So if you're trying this out, you don't have to use a brush. I mean, of course, with other stick foundations, you don't have to use a brush either, but, you know, it's really easy to blend out. So I'm just blending that in. Also, if the light is changing, it's because I'm sitting right in front of my window, door, whatever you want to call it. It's like a sliding door to our backyard. And it's raining, but the clouds are like moving, and so it'll get really dark and then it'll be light. So I'm sorry, but the lighting in the house is like really yellow, and I feel like it's like horrible for filming. So I try to just always film in front of a window when I'm filming because that way it gives like the best light. But right now it's so bright, girl. But that's okay. Give me all the natural light. Also, like I said, this is my self-tan shade, so I'm just gonna drag that on my neck, make me match a little bit better. So just ignore like this part. We're really just focusing on the face makeup today, guys. Okay, so foundation is done. For concealer, I'm just gonna use the NARS one. I love this concealer, honestly. I don't know if that's gonna be too dark. Hopefully not. It doesn't look too dark, so we're gonna go in, guys. Okay, honestly, everybody talks about like how good the Shape Tape concealer is, but when I've tried it a couple times, like I don't like it. I don't know why. Like maybe I'm just not getting good ones. Like it feels really dry on my skin, and I'm just like not a fan. Like, have you used it? Do you like it? Like, what do you think? Or like, do you have like a different concealer that you use and like love? Let me know. So I'm always down to try a new concealer. I'm just gonna blend this in with my beauty blender. Hunter is crazy, you guys. Honestly, he's just like all over the place now, and like he wants to start walking so bad. Like I think it'll happen like any day now, honestly. Like he's crazy, but he's just like into everything. Like he's pulling on the blinds right now. He gets into the drawers and like throws everything out of it, like our sock drawers and stuff. Like he'll go in and just like go ham. He's like, oh, like I don't care if you needed this in the drawer for anything, whatever. If you guys have little kids and babies, like you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is good, nice and blended. Okay, so to set it, I'm going in with this Bareminerals Invisible Light palette. I really like this. So there's a matte and a glow. So the matte is, it's kind of hard to see. The matte is on this side, and then the glow almost has like a pinky kind of marbled look inside of it. So to set it, I'm going to use the Morphe M438 brush. See, the light's all weird again. I'm sorry. I'm going to use the matte shade first, just to set that down really quick. Then I'm just going to use this glow shade over here to brighten up the under eye area. And it's really pretty, super subtle. It's not anything crazy, but I really like this. I kind of like put it all over my face because it's so light, but it gives like such a beautiful like glow to the skin. And when you have dry skin, you want to look nice and glowy. And this does it. So I highly recommend this. Like I said, this is the Invisible Light palette from Bareminerals. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Hoola bronzer. I use this so much, like it is almost gone. I don't even know how I'm gonna get any out of it, but we're gonna try. I'm going in with the It Cosmetics Chic Powder Brush, not blush. And I'm just digging that in there because honestly, I don't even know. Oh, okay, good. I was like, I don't even know if anything is gonna come off on this brush. And since my neck is not tan at all right now, you guys, I'm just going to bring that down my neck too. Hopefully to help the color match a little bit. I haven't used the Hoola bronzer in like a hot minute because I've been on the Physicians Formula butter bronzer kick. But I forgot how much I love this bronzer. Like it's so pretty and subtle, and it just adds this like amazing warmth to the skin. Also, I am all about this light right now. Like I'm digging it. Okay, so I don't really contour much. Like I really don't. But I'll put like a little bit in like the hollows of my cheeks. But mostly I just like to like warm up my face because I feel like it just needs a little. And it may seem like I'm putting on so much bronzer, you guys, but honestly, like I'm barely getting anything out of this little pan. I can't believe I hit pan. I need to go get a new one like ASAP because I love this. And I'm just going to kind of like pinch the edge of my brush and try to like contour a little bit on my nose. Okay, so that kind of helped a little bit, and under my lip. Okay. All right, so that is good. So for, oh my goodness, okay. So for blush, I am using the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Tarte. Honestly, that's what it's called. It's this beautiful pink shade. I love it. And if you don't believe me, that's really what it's called. Tarte. See, now this one's coming out again. And I'm using the Luxie 514, oh my gosh. The Luxie 514 blush brush. And I'm just going to apply that a little bit to my cheeks. This lighting, you guys, is nuts. I'm so sorry. It was like fine when I sat down to film first, but now it's like super sunny outside. And it's so pretty too outside because it's been raining all morning. And so it's like everything's like glistening and the fresh raindrops. Okay, so there's blush. And for highlights, I am going in with the Smashbox Spotlight palette in gold. This was the collaboration with Casey Holmes. So I have the original palette of it. This is the gold. There's gold and there's pearl, I think. Now they have different packaging, but if you have the original or the new one, it's the exact same thing. But I am gonna go in with this lightest shade here, which I think is Turn It On, I think. So just gonna go in with my Morphe M438 brush again and pop that onto my cheekbones to highlight. I love a glowy look. Fun fact, I used to hate it. I used to hate when my skin looked glowy because I was like, ugh, I want everything matte. I want to be just matte. I don't want any glow. I used to never wear highlighter. And I just liked everything looking just flat and boring. But now that my skin is more dry after having Hunter, I'm like, yes, give me all the glow, girl. All the glow. Although, I do like a very subtle highlight. Not anything crazy. I'm actually going to go in with this one in the middle called Crank It Up. I'm just going to put that a little bit, like, right here. The top. See, it's so pretty. Like, this highlight palette is everything, you guys. So, so good. Like, if you don't have it already, you need it. Okay, I'm done. Otherwise, I'll just be sitting here highlighting my whole face for, like, 100 years. So that's it for my face. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And I don't know what kind of look I want to do with it, but these are the colors. So, so pretty. Honestly, like, I just die over this palette. So I'm probably going to do a more neutral look because that's me. I always like to do something more neutral and simple. So yeah, let me zoom you in and we'll get started. Okay, so to start, I'm just gonna go in with this shade right here. It is the burnt orange shade, which is actually kind of just like a light brown kind of a color. So I'm not really sure why it's called burnt orange, but you know, whatever. I'm just gonna use that to blend it into my crease as a transition shade. And I'm gonna just fluff that in on both sides like that. Super easy. I always like to use a matte and like a lighter color, like a brown or kind of like a peachy shade to go into the crease, because I feel like it helps the other colors blend better. And this brush that I'm using is the Morphe M441 brush. So I'm just using that, buffing that in, and then I'm gonna go in with the IT Cosmetics Chic eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Sienna, I think. It's this kind of like reddish brown color. Just going to put a little bit onto my brush and pop that right into the outer corner of my eyes and kind of bring it up into the crease a little. So we have that, kind of just like to deepen it up a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have the heater going because it's so cold outside and it's like freezing in the house if the heater's not on. And I'm like sweating right now. I guess I said I like the dewy glow look, so can't complain if I'm actually glowing. Also, Hunter's sitting on my lap and he's being such a pain right now. So I'm sorry if I'm like wiggling all over the place. It's because Hunter's on my lap. Okay, so I'm just gonna fluff that, kind of blend it with that other brush I was using. And I'm not gonna do anything crazy on my eyes, probably just these two colors and then like a shade on my lid, which I think I'm gonna use the shade Glistening. So this shade right here, and it's like a really pretty, just like light goldish color. So I'm just gonna use my finger to apply that onto my lids to add a little something. I feel like shimmers and glitters and like pressed foils and stuff like that always look better when you apply it with your finger. And I don't know why, but I feel like the color just looks so much better. So I always apply them with my finger. I don't think I've ever really used a brush for colors like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with that same little flatter brush from IT Cosmetics and dip it into that sienna shade again, just to kind of like darken up the outsides and bring that back kind of into the crease, because it kind of went away when I put on that glittery shade, the shimmer shade. So I'm just gonna kind of pop that back in there and then use the other Morphe brush to blend it out again. So to highlight the inner corner and my brow bone, I'm just gonna kind of mix Tempura and the, what is it? Glistening shade, these two right here. And I'm just going to mix it on my pinky. Just pop that right onto the inner corner to kind of like open up the eye a little bit. Hunter's sitting behind me. He's like playing in all my stuff, so he's right there. And of course you can use a brush if you want to do this, but I'm lazy and I don't have my other little brush right here, so I'm just using my finger. You can do whatever you want though. And then for my liner, I am going in with the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Hustle. It's like this really pretty brown, almost like a shimmery brown. So I'm just going to line the top part right next to my eyelashes, like right next to my lash line. And honestly, like I don't use eyeliner all the time. Like I mostly will just use like a, what is it called? Eyeshadow to like align my upper lash line. Because I feel like it gives it more of like a smoky, like more diffused look to it. But I decided to use some liner today, and I forgot that I had this one from Urban Decay, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna use that. Haven't used it in a long time, so. And it matches really well with the colors from the palette. I'm just gonna do that really quick. Just adds a little bit of something. And then I'm just going to take that down on my bottom, like on my waterline, but I'm only gonna take it halfway because I don't want to completely close off my eyes. Okay, so there's that. And then, so normally I would curl my lashes first, but I just realized that my little rubber thing came out of my lash curler and I don't know where it is. So we're gonna skip that part, and for lashes, I'm going in with the Lancome Hypnose Drama Mascara. I actually really like this, and I don't use it that often. I think this is just in black because I always just buy a black shade. But I'm gonna go in with this. I love the wand. It's like a little curve, like almost like a scoop. I don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, I really like it. So I'm just going to pop that onto my lashes, and I feel like it's like just the perfect consistency also. Like it's not too wet, but it's also not too dry, and it's so pretty. God, I always forget how much I love this mascara until I use it, and I'm like, oh, why don't I use this more? I'm just gonna pop a little bit onto my bottom lashes. I don't always like coat all like the full lash, if that makes any sense, on my bottom, because they're so long and they can look so spidery, and so I don't do it like on my entire lash, but just a little bit, just so that it's, you know, there's something there. Also, I'm sorry, I'm like trying to do my other eye, but I actually am really liking the way that this eye look turned out. You guys, I'm excited. Okay. So, mascara is donezo. Okay, so that is it for the eye look. I really like the way that it turned out. I love the inner corner highlight. I added shimmer shade that I put on my lid right here down on like the bottom half, like the inner half of my bottom lash line. So to finish off this look for my lips, I'm going in with the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Raquel. I love this, as you can probably tell. It's so pretty. It's like the most beautiful, perfect, like pinky nude shade. And it matches with like everything. Normally I use a lip liner just because I like using lip liners, but I didn't grab one, so that's okay. And the good thing about this lipstick is it doesn't need a gloss. Like, it's not a super matte finish, but it's like a satin finish kind of. So yeah, so that is it. That is the makeup look I created for you today using the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. If you guys don't have it already, I highly recommend it. These colors are seriously so beautiful. I love them. I can't wait to dive in to more of them and create more looks for you guys. If you want to see more looks using this palette, definitely let me know down in the comments. I also have the Subculture palette too, if you guys want to see looks using that also. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like makeup looks and chit-chatty walkthroughs, or if you prefer voiceover type videos, let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe before you leave and hit the little notification bell that's right next to it. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.